Hi everyone, this is day 6, and in today's video I will briefly talk about how to close a position or positions in your TradeStation account. This is the basic guide, and then I'll follow up with this video with another approach on how to close positions, and then another video on the specific instances or market conditions where we want to close positions using those closing position methods. Okay, so just a quick overview of day 4. We had a discussion on how, when, why to close a position or open a position, and the main assumption is that closing a position is a little bit more difficult than opening position, and the reason why is the system 750R is already designed to open positions and close positions with a success rate of greater than 90% and a 70% per year average over a 5-year running period. So the system is designed to win all the time. And the only reason why we're going to be entertaining the idea of closing positions in those rare instances is because we're going to try to generate an alpha. Okay, that's what differentiates the average from the group, right? You don't want to always be average. If there's situations and market conditions where you can clearly see that it's going to be in your favor to close a position, then you should close in those positions and lock in those gains. And I will follow up with a video talking about that. So right now you can see that there's a TradeStation account here with 2 positions. The whole entire column is showing that the position match is true. That's under the strategy position window right here. And then above, yes, correct, we have 2 positions in Tesla and Apple that are short, 60 and 367 shares. And then in the header there, we have the bar graph showing us the profit and the loss respectively. And then you can also look at the unrealized P&L, which will show you the same details. So in summary, we have many ways to check whether the position is actually saying what it's saying. Okay, so let's say we want to close a position tomorrow, and we want to do that in the pre-market. So pre-market starts to open at around 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Lines set, the values start to adjust at 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern time on Sunday, and then the function to close the position is enabled on Monday at around 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. I think it's 9 or 9:15. And you don't really want to close it exactly when it allows you, enables you to do that. You still kind of probably want to wait till the last 10 minutes before the market opens. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in the next video. But let's just say we're going to close positions, right? And the markets are closed. So what you can do is you can just go to the position window here, right click on the stock that you want to close. So for instance, Tesla. We know there's 60 shares that's selling short, and because the market's closed, the function to immediately cover those positions at market order, that's been disabled because markets are closed. But when the pre-market opens, we're allowed to use the Customize at TradeStation order bar, and that will allow the menu to drop down. That's the same menu that you can use here from the view order bar, but the only difference is that this is pertaining to the actual position. And you can see when we did that, the number of shares, 60 shares, is immediately populated in the quantity field. Now let's say there was a little hiccup and then we only had 1 share being displayed, but we know we have 60. So just click on the P. And then you can see that you can't buy your shares, you can't buy and go long because you have to first settle the existing position. So only buy to cover or the option to ignore the order is available. So in this case, we actually want to close the position. Okay, that's today's kind of topic. in the pre-market or after hours. And the limit price is left open. That limit price field is left blank. So you're going to have to use the ask when you're selling short, because sell short is buy high, sell low, right? So in order to make a profit, you got to sell it at a lower price. However, we want to prematurely get out of the position, so we have to settle for the ask, right? And if you're buying calls or closing calls, you have to you make profit when you sell high. So you can't use the ask. You have to use the bid to close the position. Counterintuitive. If you're a bull, then you're always trying to buy at the bid or at the best possible price. But then when you're actually trying to close out the position, and we're not trying to fight the bid and ask, and the reason why is because in the long term, the system is always going to win. We're not too fussy about the pennies that we're trying to save. Okay, we just want to just get out of the position and let the system do its thing. So here it's sell short position, so I have to use the ask. I don't have to use ask, but I recommend using the ask just to get the positions, to liquidate the positions immediately, and then buy to cover, and then make sure that you're using the right account number. Some people have two, but just make sure you're using the one. Sometimes if you use the wrong account, the positions won't close, right? And you'll be like wondering why. And then once the order has gone through, you can go ahead and take a look at the messages here. You'll go through the market intelligent route, and then you'll see it. See, it looks like it was trying to buy to cover at the end of the day, but this was using a market order, so no day orders are allowed after 4 p.m. Eastern time. So because we used the market order to close the position, it wouldn't allow us. But if we used a limit order, a limit price using the ask, then we probably would have gotten filled here. And then you can go ahead, once the order is in there and filled, so it got rejected on the market price, but if we use the limit price, the order status would have been approved, and then the position here in the header, and also in the position window, and also here in the strategy positions, the open position will go to flat. And as a result, because the strategy is in shorting 60 shares, and now we've closed the positions, which means that now our account is flat Tesla, the position match will result in a false. And that's okay, because you did that on purpose. Okay, as long as you did it on purpose, then having a false statement there is justified. Now, if the position was false and you didn't know why, then you have to use day 5 instructions on how to open the position such that the positions match results from a false turns into a true statement. Okay, and that's how you would close a position from the positions window. You can also do it directly from the header. If you right click and close the position, you get the same option to send now and customize at the TradeStation order bar. And then if you want to close everything immediately, then you can use a kill switch, which I'll show in the next video. Thank you very much and have a great day.